Hey guys, how you doing? Going to be doing your reading here. It is for all signs. There's no by zodiac on this one, so any new subscribers, or if you've just tuned into this, you might want to look at episode one, two, and this is episode three here. So this is more about your journey. So we're not talking about relationships or anything like that. So just heads up, I'm focusing this energy on this episode here towards the end of October, early November, because we do have that eclipse in Scorpio. And then we have the full moon in Taurus here. So a lot of energy shifts. So just an intuitive download. I mean, there's going to be a lot of emotions. Again, from that Aries full moon and, just up and down roller coasters and just a lot of things are moving up to the surface here. So some are good, some are bad. Some of us are, dealing with our shadows here. And some of us are just seeing things for who they are, and that's another realization of like, wow, you probably had a friendship for a long time and they turned on you, so there's energy like that all over the place right now. So just, if there's any advice, and if you're going to tune out anytime in this reading, compassion, okay? So have compassion for others and have compassion for yourself here, because everyone's going through something. So regardless if, someone is starting to realize, that, people around them are being deceptive, it's one of those things where you have to, you're working on moving forward, right? But those that have been lying and have been, those masks that have been are starting to come out here, those people are going to be going through transformation. There's going to be a lot of reality checks here, so that's kind of the energy as we move into this end of October into November here. So regardless, it's still a new beginning. It's still an ending of a cycle and a beginning of a new cycle. So just kind of depends which side of you are on, okay? And when I say what side you're on, doesn't mean that we're separate. I'm just saying that, that's why I said have compassion, because, there might be someone from the past or a friend that realizes, hey, I made a mistake, and, wants to come back around. And, it's not saying you have to accept and, and bring them in. It's like, maybe they need forgiveness. Maybe there is a sense of that. So there's a test of how much you've grown spiritually as well. Okay. So let's see what messages we have here for the Scorpio eclipse, or eclipse in Scorpio here. And see what messages we have here for you, for the collective here. What do we got going on here for the collective? Eight of Swords, two more cards here. We have Death, Scorpio energy, and we have the Hermit here. So, and that is Virgo energy. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Cups, which is also Scorpio energy here. So let me get the cards. Hopefully there is not that much glare on these cards. Let me take a quick peek. Okay, they were good. All right, so, with this Six of Cups sitting over here at the bottom of the deck, I pick up a lot of us have been, this reflection, okay? It doesn't feel like I said, Six of Cups could be read as soulmate energy, someone coming back from the past, simple like that, right? But it's about reflection. I feel like a lot of us have looked back at our journey, regardless of the length of this, right? So it could be 6 months ago, it could be a year ago, whatever it is here. But a lot of reflection energy, about what, maybe even reflecting what happened in your situation, the steps and who you've met on this journey, what you've learned. I feel like a lot of us have been looking at what we've learned in this journey, but whatever it is here, it's moving towards changes and positive changes here, okay? And why I say positive is because I see the future energy being the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords with the Hermit. And the Hermit is, going within and taking time out for yourself here, knowing and going towards what you're feeling that is right, because if you see inside the card, look inside the card, guys. You see inside the lamp there. I don't know if it shows, but you can see there's a star, all right? So it's more like that Aquarius energy, the star energy here. This is you going within and, not only, hoping and praying and wishing, but also moving towards your wish fulfillment. And I feel like there's a lot of energy here about you moving towards just self-care, self-love here, that Three of Swords. This is you realizing the people, like just you realizing deception in general. Okay, I'm not going to get into the whole like who's done something to you and coworker and stuff like that, or friends or whatever. But I feel like with that Three of Swords energy, it's like you've realized who've hurt you. There's a sense of healing that's going on here with that death card being down there as well. So you've went through this or going through this energy of trying to purge this out, trying to really look back and say, wow, you did invest some time and energy into something here that didn't work. Um, this is you processing. That's really what it is here. This is observing and processing the situation. You have this is the current energy. And it's also just ending things. And that's tough too, because when you get into an area here where you have to when you start realizing that the people around you or your situation isn't healthy for you, maybe it's bringing you a lot of stress, negativity, worry. Maybe you've been feeling restricted with that Eight of Swords down here, okay? Or just this energy of you not able to move forward anymore. You feel stuck. Things are stagnant, right? This past energy here. What'd you do? You said, Ace of Cups, let me work on myself. That's what you chose to do. Let me focus on me. Let me get some stuff in order here. And that's really what it is. It's like you basically, I feel like, talk to yourself and say, let me get my shit together here and let me look at this as a different way, because something's not working right. Something's off. Something's wrong, right? For some of us, maybe this was, just energies around us that saw us, in this, um, you know, energy of feeling very vulnerable, right? So maybe you were in in an environment where people saw that you did need help. They saw that you weren't at the high vibration that you normally used to be. And I feel like people took advantage of that, especially with this Three of Pentacles down here. It is a work together, collaborate, but also I can read that as a, work environment, friends, teammates, whatever it is here, that you're starting to see that, people really looking at, they weren't really looking at, what you felt. They kind of wanted to, either, there's like energy vampires, like taking your energy, your advice, your time, when they needed help, when they wanted a question, you needed to be there for them. And then when you needed them, where were they? You know what I mean? And I feel like there's an energy here of you picking up on those people and moving away from that with that Six of Swords, okay? And there's also Aquarius energy. And Aquarius, you could be, if that isn't even in your chart too, it's a very cold energy sometimes. If you really screw around, it is a straight up sword that just cuts off and moves forward. And I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of honing into that energy to move forward here, because you do want your own stability here and you're moving quick. That Knight of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's like, I have direction, I'm moving forward, I'm choosing myself. Whoever is with me, they're with me. Whoever's not, I don't really care. You know what I mean? And it's not like you are projecting this energy of you don't care for people. I'm just trying to say that, you obviously want to have compassion for yourself, but also for others, because they're going to start realizing what they've lost, okay? And what happens is, especially during this eclipse in Scorpio and this full moon in Taurus, which is another eclipse. So there's like quite a few eclipses. They're going to start realizing what they lost as well, and they're going to be put in this Three of Swords energy. So what happens? So you have this ending, right? You have the Death card. You have this ending, this energy of you letting go of things that don't serve you anymore, and you're starting this new beginning for you, right? But then as you start this new beginning, you have people that want this new beginning with you when they have tried to hold you down with this Eight of Swords. So what do? It's like you have to make a decision. Do you want to engage with these people again, or do you want to completely move away from them? That's the choice you're going to have to make here, okay? Because there could be people that come back around. There could be that people that see you're doing good and they just want that energy. They see like, oh wow, this person's doing this, they're going here, they're traveling, they're seeing this, they're doing that, and that person that is not getting that attention anymore is like, I want that attention again. So you're going to have to answer that question. Obviously, it's free will. Do you want to give that attention back to this person or this situation, or are you needing to just say, hey, you know what, it didn't work out, we can't really, it's not good for me and I need to move forward into my own thing, and leave it as a, and that's what I mean by compassion. Because if you have that mindset of like, uh, you know it's your fault and you did this and did that and start blaming people, then that means you spiritually have not grown. Okay. I know that might trigger some people here, but it's true. If you have not if you're not in an energy where you can forgive, and you haven't healed and you haven't worked on yourself, and you just want to see if that person in the past is going through this Three of Swords, then you're, yeah, that's you have a lot more transformation here you need to work on. Okay. I'm just gonna say it straight up like that, because if it does trigger someone, then it's probably meant to be. Because I've personally have been, engaged here with people here that just don't wish good on past people, and it's like, what type of energy is that? If you're feeling as if you're supposed to get whatever this new beginning is, and you're looking for all this good stuff to come towards you, and you have, oh yeah, I'm vibrating high and I'm thinking positive and all that good stuff. I want this. I want all my blessings, but I also want my past person to go through hell because they put me through hell. Then what are you doing? What are you projecting? You know what I mean? Honestly, ask yourself that question, because that is not spiritually grown. You have not grown. You have not even healed, because you're still worried about this past situation. So whoever needs to hear that, um, it's like you have to let go. This whole eclipse, this energy is about purging this out and accepting things for what they are, taking accountability for what you've done in this situation, regardless of what it is, okay? And moving forward. And if you're sitting over there and saying, I didn't make any mistakes, okay, then fine. Then that's easier for you to move forward then, right? So just saying. All right. So again, this is reflection here of your journey, and it's like moving towards your own path here, moving, letting things go, be where they need to be. Whatever who has done something to you in the past, let the universe take over, and then you move forward here. It's about letting go here. It's a big, I am getting this energy. I'm getting a little bit kind of like, I don't know if there's just a little bit of there's an energy here about like not wanting, like wanting to move forward but not wanting to let go. You know what I mean? Wanting to be there and just seeing, like, if this past energy is going to go through something, or like really wishing on someone's thing. And I'm not saying everyone's doing that. I'm just saying I pick up this energy that's wanting that for some reason. Okay. So again, that may not be for everyone, guys, but I'm picking up that energy. Let me see this Three of Swords up here. Let me see this Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. So, I mean, yeah, it's just you seeing through the illusions for what they are. And again, maybe you're just seeing through deception, and this is in everything, every aspect of your lives, right? So, maybe you're starting to see that, maybe people have been lying to you, or, things that you've been seeing was a lie, or, you know what I mean? So, I'm not going to get so deep into that, but I feel like if you're intuitive, you're understanding what I'm talking about there. So, I will let that part go, but you're going to start seeing things, if you don't, that there's so much deception, okay? And you're going to start seeing the truth, for you, for what you see as the truth, right? So it's just about you seeing that Ace of Cups. That is about you now. That's really what this is all about. And transformation, Death card, for yourself, not for anyone else. Don't worry about anyone else, worry about yourself. And that's the energy here that is going to move you into this four of wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Hermit. It is more empowered, and you going within to really move forward here. Okay. So let me see this Hermit energy down here. And like I said, you have the Eight of Swords here with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. You've been wanting to work with other people and move forward here towards your own stability here. But again, past energy, feeling restricted. Okay. Now I feel like you're letting go. You're walking away from this Eight of Swords energy. Let me see this Hermit. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So it's like you're starting to invest into other things. And the Seven of Pentacles is also an energy of reflection as well. So this Hermit is like you're reflecting, you're looking at your journey, like I said with that Six of Cups. A lot of reflection going on over here. A lot of reflection. But also you are looking within to saying, all right, what else can I invest here for myself? And again, your family, if you have kids, whatever, you're looking at that as your immediate family here, to what can you do to make things better in your life. And I think that's the energy that a lot of us are moving into, especially during this that time frame with these two, the new moon and a full moon. It's going to be a lot of going within, and what do we want to do, what makes us happy, what inspires us, what's our passion. Are we going to do something here to where if someone tells us that's not the right thing to do, are you going to listen to them or are you going to listen to yourself? And that is the energy I feel like that um, you're moving into. And we have Hangman, Pisces energy. It's about looking at things at a different perspective now. Maybe we maybe there's an energy here too about like you've grown up into thinking these how things are supposed to be. You have this going on in your life. You go to work, you come home, you eat, you go back to work. You have this cycle, and I'm not, like I said before, it's not a bad thing. It's just that, are you happy with it? If you're happy with it, then great, you're good, you're gold, right? um, but if you're not happy with it and it brings stress and anxiety and worry, and you don't feel like what else is out there, and it's not healthy for you, I feel like that is what you need to look at with that Hangman energy, and look at this and say, okay, what do I need to do here to make a lifestyle that is good for me, for my health, for my happiness, right? So that's the energy that you're going to be thinking of quite a bit here towards the end of October, early November. But there's still movement forward here. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing here. We have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy right after that. So it just tells me that you're getting more clarity. This is the time for introspection, or just looking at things, observing. I feel like if there's anything through these eclipses that's coming up here, is observing, patience. I know temperance is not here, but I feel like patience is going to be big. Control your emotions if you can. If you feel like things are getting pissed off for you, or you feel like things are coming up, or somebody here in the past might want to piss you off, and it's a trigger check, right? Just to see, how we could, someone might want to just piss you off again to get you back in this old cycle. Maybe it leads you to drinking again, or smoking, or something like that here. So just be aware and cautious for that, because again, no one's going to want you to move forward here. There's people here in the past that have been hoping you didn't move forward, and they're seeing you move forward and work on yourself, and that's bringing a lot of jealousy. So there's also an energy I'm picking up here of jealousy and not wanting you to move forward, and I feel like you're going to start seeing that energy come up, which is again this, you're going to start seeing people for who they are. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, because they're going to start acting different and treating you differently, or maybe talking to you differently, you're going to start seeing that, which is also going to put you in this Eight of Swords. It's going to be like, well, dang, like, what do I do now? Like, I trust these people, so you kind of, again, the answer here, the advice here is focus on yourself. Ace of Cups is the best thing you could do. Again, you have free will, but focusing on yourself here and moving towards your wishes, your dreams. And the Hermit energy, again, you have that star and that lamp there. It's about you. What is inside here that makes you happy? And it feels like that. What can you go wrong if you move towards your happiness? What can you do wrong? You know what I mean? That's really what it comes down to. And we have the present energy with death. It's like, it's time for transformation. It's time for the new you. It's time for the new you to start coming out here. I just feel like you've been hiding for so long, and this illusion with what people want you to be, and it's time for you to shine. That's really what it is here. It's time for you to shine now. It's done. It's over. It's like, this is it. This is the time here to move forward. Six of Swords. So anyway, I'm getting kind of like into this reading here, because I'm just can I don't know, man. There's like somebody, I don't know if there's a frustration energy here, or just like, there's that moment when I was talking about the past, you know, um, worry too much about the past. Let go of the past, man. Just don't worry about the past. The past is the past for a reason, you know? Who cares? I mean, if they did something to you, and I know some people have been through, some deep stuff, and I understand that, but at the same time, what can you do? You can't control it. It's up to the universe. It's up to God here to deal with that. So you're not in control of that. So get rid of those burdens, and move forward and focus on you. That's the only thing you can do that brings change into your life here. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to close it off with an oracle here. And I will say this too, guys. With I was trying to refrain from saying this, but I've just noticed it more and more as time goes here. But also just be cautious of what you're watching too. I mean, again, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but you'll see when you start seeing through the BS here. The more and more you listen to stuff about this person's coming back and they're in love with you and they're running back towards you. sometimes you don't catch the fact that they're put, that energy, that wording is being put in your head, and you start thinking about the past again. You start, let me see, let me get curious, right? So your energy is being put towards that again. So be cautious of that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm saying that, like, I'm reading cards and everything. And I've known, you could look at my videos and everything like that. And, months ago, yeah, there was past energy that was there, but you can see recently, I, even I do readings and I don't even get the past energy. A lot of you guys are just working on yourself. So these past energies, and I was just looking at these readers, and I hate to call people out because I do, you know, everyone has to do what they got to do here. But if you're just doing videos for just the views and taking money here from people, it's like that karma is coming back to you. You know what I mean? So that's it is a frustrating energy that I was seeing too, is because people are getting sucked into. It's like you're right there. You're just right there to work on yourself and be free, and then you got this energy is trying to bring you back to this crap, and there's nothing there because if you really think about it, 6 months ago is the same story. A year ago is the same story. 2 years ago is the same story. Nothing changed. Maybe someone did text you back, but I mean, was it riding off in the sunset? Probably not. So it's, again, this energy here, this whole energy is about you letting go of the past and moving forward here. And there's just going to be a lot of energies that are trying to keep you stuck. Okay, Eight of Swords here. So be cautious of that. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, whatever you want to do after that is entirely up to you, and no judgment. If you feel like that's a cycle you need to do again, then go for it. I mean, like I said, I've admitted myself, there's things that come towards me that I would fall back into a cycle, but it's a learning lesson. Everyone has to learn their own way too, right? So anyway, I hope that made sense. Again, I try to keep, this is the reading where I want to keep everything kind of chill and kind of go through things. But today I am picking up some energy here about wishing bad about the past. And I feel like, even though past has done something bad towards you, we're just at a time where you just have to have compassion. Just remember that. It's just, that person that has done something bad towards you, hey, you know what? Maybe they've been through something in their lives that made them this way. Because at one point, we're all kids, we're all playing around at one point. You know what I mean? So, those are things, again, hangman energy. Look at it as a different perspective. And I feel like it's going to help in someone's healing process if that did resonate for you. Okay, so number 17, we do have the wolf which is being authentic here. So it says discover who you really are. This is always the best way. We all resonate a frequency, so if you are pretending to be someone you are not, you will keep attracting people who you do not resonate. It is necessary to negotiate a position with others sometimes. And there should be no anxiety about differences and opinions. Okay, let me get you guys one more oracle here. Let's just pull the first one. We have the meerkat here, number 16. I can't remember if I even pulled that up before. So it means responsibility. I was just one page away from that. Here we go. So it means responsibility. It says, do you take responsibility seriously, or is it easier to blame others or outside influences? There should be a balance between responsibility for others and yourself. Someone may not be honoring their word. Developing a truism is important. Teaching others the skills you have mastered is highly a honorable act. Okay, so that is your oracle, guys. If this helped, resonated in any way, please do hit that like. I will be coming out with the weekly. You can see the schedule here in the description box. Right now, the personals have closed temporarily here. I should be opening up that pretty soon, so I'll keep you guys posted. And next week we should have a video there for Sunday. It is it's Diwali next week, so it's the Indian holiday here. So so just a heads up, I might take a few days off. We'll see how the schedule goes and everything like that. So but I'll keep you guys posted in the community. So if you guys have not checked out the community, I try to post that, or at least post things often enough to where it keeps you guys up to date on what I'm up to. And I do have my Instagram info in the description, so if you feel like connecting with me there, go for it. Feel free to. And until next time, we'll see you. Guys, have a good one.